This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This podcast is part of the program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, a podcast dedicated to the history and lore of the Final Fantasy series. Join us as we take a deep dive into the different worlds, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me are my two good old friends, Trey.
Hello.
And Steven.
Yo.
And we are here to finally wrap up our locations, specifically with part 2 of 15. We were going to do 16, and then I was trying to look up the locations for 16 and completely forgot there's like no info on any of them because you're barely there in any of the locations. And we have info in the countries, but that's because the game prompts you with info of the countries when you're playing the game. So, we're just going to skip 16. And
if you want to learn about 16, just go through the little, what is it, the active time lore thing. Just read that. You'll get the idea.
Yep.
There's plenty of it there for you.
But yeah, we're going to finish locations with 16, part 2. It's won't be the end of season 4. We do have one more episode for season 4, which is for next week, or actually technically 2. Next week we'll do a special episode, and then the following week we have our patron chat. So, and then we'll start season 5. So stay tuned to see what we'll do for season 5 because we don't know. So
we got
it's
an
a
idea.
surprise for everyone. We'll get there.
We're just gonna let that slide, Mr. Evil.
You said 16 2-part, not 15 2-part. Oh, 15 2-part, part 6, 15, whatever. We're on 15 part 2, not 16. Did I say 16? I don't think I did.
See what you did, Mr. Evil. This is your fault.
He baited me. I bet you he baited me. But all right,
Rihanna all over again.
Rihanna all over again.
Or Ariana Grande, whatever.
Whatever it was. Yes, exactly. So let's dive into it. We have Celine. Segline? Help me out here, or Steven. How do you say this word?
Clegane or something like that.
Selene? I don't know. Let's go with Selene.
They don't say it.
It's the area. It's Cleigne. You know, words. In letters.
Final Fantasy words.
It's Final Fantasy words, exactly. So we have the Burbos Souvenir Emporium, which is a small outpost near the Cataline Falls waterfall in Selene. In 15 is a shop in a caravan. The player can easily park here and take their steps down to the road to visit the Cataline's Plunge waterfall in the Greyshire Glacier Grotto.
Yeah, it's a little dungeon you get. You're running into it early on, and it becomes a pain to get
It becomes
to.
a pain.
You realize. It's really hard because everything's super dark in there. You can't really see, and I think at one you can like slip on ice. I don't remember, but it's
I
not
don't know
fun.
if I ever, because this was an optional one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's way off.
I don't think I ever did that when I played 15.
You get like I forget what you get for it, but it's not worth
Nothing.
the effort.
Great. Okay, that's fair. Now we have Cape Cam, which is an outpost on the tip of the peninsula where the party can board a ship to Altizia. The outpost has disused a lighthouse with an elevator to a secret dock where a ship belonging to the King Regis, the royal vessel, is kept in a long down house where the player can rest for free. Additionally, there's a patch of land cultivated for simple vegetable gardening.
Yeah, you can do vegetable gardening there.
Woohoo! Because all the miscellaneous activities you can do in 15.
Yes.
There's so many. There's so many.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah.
No, every character has their own unique activity. It's kind of interesting. We have Fort Valerie, which is an Imperial base, is visited as part of the story in Chapter 6. Afterward, the player can explore it at their leisure to find various treasures. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. Very cool.
Right? Yeah, and Box Girl, get your botanist class on. There you go. Get to be a botanist. Greyshire Glacier Grotto, known as the Greyshire Grotto, is on its map, and in the Japanese version is a dungeon in 15. It becomes accessible in Chapter 3. It is an ice cavern hidden behind a waterfall west of Lestrium. The ice cave is a location that otherwise is not a snowfield, is a recurring type of location in the Final Fantasy series. Greyshire Glacier Grotto may thus be an allusion to the cavern ice from the first Final Fantasy.
Yeah. This is the one I was mentioning earlier. Not a lot of fun.
Not a lot of fun, because ice. 'Cause
Mhm.
ice sucks.
Any enemies like jump up levels in this cavern at this stage of the game. So it's like, oh, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, that's fair. Now we have Elestalum, which is a main town in the first half of 15, located in the Cillian area, and first accessible in Chapter 3. A modern, bustling town in the tropical climate, Lestrium has palm trees lining the main street, numerous street food joints and restaurants, musicians, a bustling marketplace for the winding narrow streets, as well as the breathtaking view over the Talpar Crag. The town is home to the Exenris Industries power plant, who operates a ropeway that leads to the west of the area. The town has a Laville hotel and shops the player can use. The player can gain information and secure goods at the Lestrium while traveling the surrounding areas. Yeah. This is where the Assassin's Creed crossover can happen too, I believe.
Yeah, this is where like all your big crossing points are. All the crossover stuff is. This is my favorite area in the game, I think, because it's very pretty to look at. It's a very nice area, and it has a lot going on. It's like one of the only areas in the game that actually has a lot going on.
Yeah,
it really felt like your next, like the Golden Saucer almost in 7, how you play for a little bit and you go from little town to little thing, and then you get to the next big area, and it was like the big bustling town.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it's really it's the only thing that sticks out vividly in my mind from when I played it.
Yeah, it's cool area. It's where you get cupped.
Yeah, they said the description said breathtaking view. It really is just a fantastic sight all around. It's a great area.
I mean,
you look out on the edge.
People can complain about the game mechanics of 15, but you have to agree the environment is gorgeous.
It is absolutely a beautiful game. Like they put a lot of work into the graphics of this game and making it look like a beautiful world.
I mean, it was the first Final Fantasy game on next gen, so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and that's why photo mode exists. Exactly, Archer. Exactly.
There's literally a side quest thing that you have from a guy here who is a photographer who has you go around taking pictures of different stuff throughout the world.
Oh yeah, Prompto's side stuff.
No, it's not. It's another guy. He looks like the guy from Lost. The big.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, they have that kind of.
I think it is Pronto's.
You don't. No, you take it with. Well, I mean, yes, since he
in
does
Rebirth,
the
they kind of have that. It's kind of a style guy It's
They
like
do.
there to take photos
Yeah.
and whatnot.
And
So
all
we
you
have
put for that
the
is free.
Exernus Industries, which is an energy company in 15, operating from the town of Lesterlum in the Cillian region of Lucius. The Exnerus power plant provides the outlands of Lucius with energy drawn from the meteor shards said to have fallen to Eos millennia ago that exude energy. Bleh. Words. When Prince Noctis's party visits the disk of Kothis, Ignis explains that the meteorite, called the Meteor of the Six, exudes heat which is harnessed to the power Lesterlum.
Can we stop for a second and discuss
Yes.
Ignis' last name?
Yeah, I'm not Scientia.
Scientia, because he wears
Scientia.
glasses and he's smart. His
Yep.
last name is Scientia.
I'm going to be honest, they were not creative at all with the companion last names, surnames.
No.
At all.
No, it's,
Yeah.
no, it's hilarious.
Trey's face. It's like, what the heck?
Everybody else is laughing, so I was trying to not laugh too, but it's just so ridiculous. Like,
Oh, it goes into detail in
sound-
the DLC. Okay.
did J.K. Rowling help with the naming on this one? And now we got Ben's face.
Oh my god. We don't talk about her. Moving on, we have the House of Hexes, which is a shack in the woods near Malmalum Thicket. Is an old wooden house in a parasol and a chair outside. Kimya Abombri lives here. Her sister Yzma, the leader of the hunters. Kenya's potion brewing skills were branded witchcraft, and she was banished into the woods, where she sells her concoctions to those who wish to buy them.
Literally never came across this.
I don't remember this either.
No. I had no idea.
And then we have the Maiden Water, which is a shack in the woods near Malum Thicket. It's old wooden house. Oh, that's the same thing. Oh, it's just another one. They have also the Maiden Water, which is another shack. So,
Same thing.
meh. We have Malum Thicket, which is a forested dungeon situated in Cillian region, following the path west from the Maiden Water River. It hosts a campground inside and a royal tomb at the end. And the royal tomb is where you get the royal arms for Noctis to change weapons and whatnot, or somewhat weapons, magic stuff.
Yeah. I don't remember this. Anyway.
Then we have the Meldakio Hunter HQ, which is an outpost in Cillian. It is inhabited by hunters, has a caravan, restaurant, item, and weapon shops, and a rent-a-bird is located under a natural stone arch and is on the road that leads to a Vesterpool. Because hunters, and you have to have rent-a-birds because chocobos.
Yes, because without the car, traversing the world is a pain, as we discussed last week.
Right. We have the Mirrorwood, which is another forest dungeon in the North of Cillian region, northwest of Vesterpool. The way there opens in Chapter 7. Completing this dungeon yields 3,000 EXP, and there is a haven inside and a spot for fishing. Because Noctis has to fish.
Not in my playthroughs, he doesn't.
Not in my
Not in mine
doesn't.
either.
Hey, they had an entire VR game for just the fishing for 15.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they had an entire VR game just for fishing.
Who was it? Boom that was talking about in the group that was like going real hard on the fishing, I think.
Possibly,
Bless you.
I couldn't tell you.
God bless. It's terrible.
Yeah, Boom did that. Box Girl did the entire fishing log, and it's so long. I believe that. I'm not even gonna try and attempt that ever. I hate fishing in games. Archer says he hates fishing in games.
I've never found
Don't
fishing
blame
in
you.
game. I've never enjoyed fishing in games, even once.
So we have Old Alestrium, which is the oldest outpost in Cillian region. Is a small town where the original Crow's Nest Diner is located. The party drives through here on the way to Cape Callum with Iris, But upon learning of an Imperial base nearby, they drop her off at Old Alestrium to go check it out. Yeah. Because story stuff.
Yeah. Trying to remember this area here. Yeah, there's nothing to it. You just, yeah.
We have Petos Ruins, which is an optional dungeon located in the Hodai Pike in Western Lucius. It is only accessible on the Regalio Type F. The player must complete a series of increasing difficult puzzles to locate the Black Hood accessory. Access to the dungeon is required to complete the side quest Stealing the Past.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I didn't get the Type F, so this was not for me.
And the Type F is the version of the Regalia that can fly. Because flight is essential.
If you've got the time to go locate all the old parts for Cindy, then you can get. But no, thank you.
Oh, I forgot to put. Okay, I know where I had to stop. Yeah, now we have the Avernus Mart, Ravatol, which is an outpost near the Rock of Ravatol volcano. The ground around it is volcanic and have a hot spring, so many who want to climb the Rock of Ravatol stop by here, but the locals advise them to be careful as the volcano teems with monsters.
Yes. Well, I'll wait till we get to the actual part, but yeah.
Okay. So we have the Rock of Ravatol, which is a volcanic mountain in Selene. Towers over the landscape and is visible from afar to add to the feelings of an excitement and anticipation that a start of a journey entails. The Rock of Ravatol was made visible from the beginning when the player pushes the car in Chapter 1.
I was literally going to mention that. But yeah, you can see it off and you're like, oh, that's going to be really cool. And it is really, it is a pretty cool mountain. You literally climb the mountain, not like climb with your hands, but you climb up the mountain, fighting monsters all the way up. And there's like a big crater at the top where you fight. I think it's a big bird of some sort, but it's a cool fight.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's very, very annoying to traverse that.
Yeah, because Mr. Evil says it's the platforming dungeon in Final Fantasy.
It really is, yeah.
Now we have the Saxum Outpost, which is an abandoned village, whose story can be pieced together from the Datalog Bestiary and Oryx Culinary Chronicles. The player can visit the site and find Datalog entry in the abandoned buildings. The area is still used for farming, as the player can buy Saxum rice from Alestrium and its fishing hole. Saxum Reservoir is notorious for how hard it is to catch fish there, as they only ever bite for specific lures. So, fishermen, go get specific lures to catch fish.
This area reminds me of, this is a little bit of a crossover for you, Ben, but Velen, because everything is
okay.
Yeah, it's like abandoned. It looks like an army marched through there. Everything's kind of destroyed.
Look war torn and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome. That's cool. And if no one knows what Velen's from, it's from The Witcher. So
yeah.
We have, gosh, Mr. Evil. We have Staylif Grove, which is a dungeon that is only open at night. Its mythical ruins are related to the ancient civilization of Solheim. Though seemingly magical means, the ruins remain dry, though they lie under the lake of Vesterpol. Water represented death in Solomon culture, and Solomons paid tribute to the dead at the Vesterpol through the Staylif Grove. The location is associated with paranormal activity to do with gravity, with parts of the ruins collapsing and repairing themselves. The circular platforms are warp pads that teleport the party outside if they touch. When they glow red, the interior of the dungeon is similar to that of the Kostomark Tower.
I think this is where you fight Garuda. It's a pretty neat, and it's where you find, let me look this up so I'm not just making it up, because there's a dungeon at the end of it where you go in and fight. Yeah, this is it, where you looks like you're underwater. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
But you do fight Garuda there, and that's where you have I'll never remember her name, but we've talked about her before. She's the Dragoon in this game.
Quetzalcoatl was also here as well.
That's who it is, not Garuda. Yeah, Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl is the boss and hunt for this
Yes.
area. So sorry, Trey. Quetzalcoatl gets killed.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. At least
It
it's in this
happens.
game and not an 8.
Fair point. That's a fair point. We have the Talpar Crag, which is a canyon northern of Selene. It is a remnant of the War of Astrals, and thus over 2,000 years old. Its depths conceal the Tempering Grounds, a training area operated by Gilgamesh, which is explored in Final Fantasy XV episode Gladius, which is one of your companions.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And
You go up and down like these rickety bridges, and
Gilgamesh looks so different.
Yeah.
What?
the fight
He's like
is
a hooded
enormous.
shadow with a katana.
Yeah. They do a really good job building up.
Interesting.
He's supposed to be like unbeatable, basically, and you have to go through all these trials to get to him.
Huh.
It's fun. It's one of the DLCs I really enjoyed.
Then we have the Tempering Grounds, which is obviously in the episode Gladius, which is a cave with ruins inside found with the Tempar Crag Canyon in Selene. It is explored in the episode Gladius DLC scenario. We have Tollhead Stronghold, which is an Imperial military base in Selene. North of Old Alestrelum, it cannot be visited and is much smaller than the visible base Archerhole, Stronghold, Fort Valerie, and Fourmouth Garrison. There is a broken down car whose driver the player can help near the nearest parking spot after the player has visited Cape Calum. V. Dorden asked the party to take a picture of the compound for one of his quests. Yeah. And I think this is the guy you were talking about, who
Looks like, is it Huey from Lost? Is that his name in Lost?
I've never watched Lost, but I just know the guy and what he looks
Oh, okay.
like. But when you say the guy from Lost, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, that guy, the guy with the big crazy hair."
Yep. Then we have the Vesterpool, which is a
Hurley, not Huey.
Harley.
Sorry.
No, you're
Hurley,
good.
yeah.
Hurley. We have the Vesterpool, which is a large lake in the northern Selene area. It becomes available to visit in Chapter 7 with the roadblocks on the roads leading to are lifted. Noctis Lucius Callum and his two party members, Ignis and Prompto, come to the area following the rumors that Mithril can be found around here and venture to the Stylif Grove ruins that only open at night.
Yes.
Yeah.
This area. Yeah.
And then we do have some other locations in the Selene area. We have Angelgard, which is a particularly shaped island off the coast of Gaud and Quar. It's a small barren island that has two peaks that can be taken to resemble wings. The island has nothing but a prison and 9 towering staves stuck in the ground around it. It's a sacred island where the gods gather and where the power of Eos is centered. Angelgard is surrounded by tides and whirlpools, and only so many days in the year a ship can approach the island.
Yeah, this is one of the things that made me so angry about this game is that it's such a tease. You do go there all of 5 seconds to do.
You froze a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you go there, you don't get to do anything, you just have to leave.
Well, that's dumb.
But you're looking at it's kind of like the mountain that it was talking about earlier, the whatever its name is, where you're looking at like, oh, I really hope I get to go there. Well, keep hoping.
You do and you don't. And then we have Galahad, which is a location in the outlands of Lucius, as mentioned as the homeland of Nyx, Ulrich, and Libitus Ostinum. These names, man. In Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy XV, is also one of the locations the player can choose as their country of origin in Final Fantasy XV comrades, affecting their starting stats.
Sure.
Yeah. But with that being said, let's take a quick mid-break, thank our patrons, and we will be right back.
Now playing on Netflix, The Hawk. From the mind of Will Ferrell.
Oh, mama, I'm back!
Comes a new original series.
Get ready, get ready. That's it. Did I stutter?
When an iconic pro golfer
Lonnie,
Hawkeye!
takes one last swing at greatness,
you were a big shot golfer.
I still am a big shot golfer.
no one
Dad, I'm the Hawk now.
will stand in his way.
That's how it's done.
The Hawk. Now playing only on Netflix.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his perfect bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
All right, welcome to the mid break of the show. Where we're talking about everything with the podcast that has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here, we want to thank all of our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. And if you too want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, to where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. Now, our patron chat is in 2 weeks, so patrons, figure out what you want to talk about. I know in our group, it's going to be 5 minutes before the show, so...
Or during the show.
Or during the show. That is also true, so we'll see. But if you don't want to join us, go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can also support us on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review with some words on Apple. We will read out loud the next time on the show, as well as a nice Spotify comment, which, we don't have any this week. That's all right. That just means... you need to put in a review or comment. If we don't have any, that means you have to do one. Right?
Or make sure it's a nice one. Ben's feelings get hurt.
Whoa.
Not just Ben's. My feelings get hurt. That would just throw him under the bus.
Right? It's all our show. It's not just me. And you can also find us on a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcast and Discord, which those links are provided in the episode description, where you can find this show as well as all the other shows that I host, the Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, that's the show, the Wizard World Lorecast, the Gundam Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So go check those out. They're all great. It's all fun. I did put Gundam on YouTube, so Gundam is on YouTube now, and this show's already been on YouTube apparently, since it was on Apple Podcasts. Yeah, everything. Yeah, through YouTube Podcast, through YouTube Music.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, everything I had on Apple Podcasts transferred into YouTube, because Apple Podcasts doesn't exist anymore because they got rid of it. So, which is weird to me and why they did that, but they were trying to compete with Spotify, and you don't do that.
No.
Anyway,
yes, but we do share weird memes in the Discord.
Yes, we do. We do share weird memes. Yeah, that's the one today. Oh my god. Anyway, moving on.
And on that note, back to the show.
Back to the show. Exactly. There we go.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast instead of doom scrolling? Smart move. Another smart move? Getting help from one of State Farm's 19,000 local agents when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
All right, we're back We have more locations in 15 from Cordia, which is the next area and region. We have Alticia, which is the capital of Arcordia, is surrounded by water, being characterized by waterfalls and canals. Alticia has many and varied locations, such as cafes, shipborne marketplaces, and parks, and the city is of a considerable scale and has the complex maze of streets. Visitors can ride at the gondola to see the sights.
This would be my favorite area if it wasn't the absolute worst to try and get around.
Hence why it's a complex maze of streets.
Oh, is it ever? And even riding the gondola, it's like, okay, I'm trying to go do this one quest. Okay, it's right here. But I can't get to it because I have to ride 4 different stupid gondolas in order to get there and have to make sure I get on the right one. It sucks. Yeah. But it's really nice looking.
Oh, it's gorgeous looking. It's gorgeous. And
has the coolest summon fight, I think.
Because Leviathan.
Yeah. Leviathan
that was awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Now we have Mago, which is a restaurant. Visit in Chapter 9, part of the story. The Altesian-based restaurant is a world-famous eatery operated by Wectrum Arma, King Regis' old comrade. He is also the local tipster, and the player can visit the restaurant to eat and take on hunts. Mago has the most expensive dishes available in the game. The restaurant is only accessible by the yellow gondola line. It also has 2 shops which sell some rare ingredients and a cookbook for Ignis.
Yes. This is, like, honestly, going to this area made me want to go to a place like this because it's like everything is on the water. It's on like it's on like a little floating dock, and it looks kind of tropic.
So go to Disney Springs in Florida.
Yeah, maybe, but like, I have to go to Disney. But yeah, it's really cool.
You're near, an ocean.
Yeah,
sure,
I don't go to it.
You don't go to it. Oh, okay.
There's a gross ocean.
Now we have Toto Mostro, which is a mini game. It is an event where monsters around Eos are pitted against each other, and players wager their bets on monster teams to survive the battle. Held at the Tauran Arena Galvinio in Altesia's city center, Tomo Mostro is celebrated around the city with gold and red posters promoting both the event and the Coliseum. A gondola service from Listro Park in the north stops right in front of the Coliseum. It uses Galvinio medals as betting chips that cost 10 gil. The player can wager a maximum of 9,999 medals, and the medals are inventory items and thus carry over for New Game Plus and Chapter Select.
Yeah, it's literally Final Fantasy's version of cockfighting, where they're literally fighting animals against each other.
Yeah, but they're monsters, so it's more humane because who cares about monsters?
I guess so, but it's not.
Hey, it's not chocobos. That's all good with me.
That's true. It's true.
It's not chocobos. It's monsters, so I'm good with it. I'm perfectly fine. And then we have Altar of the Tide Mother, which is in the DLC, is a shrine of the astral Leviathan situated amid the city of Alcesia. It appears in the cutscenes of Final Fantasy XV, is a playable location in Final Fantasy XV episode Ignis. The structure is so ancient, its original purpose is unknown, but the government safeguards the shrine and wait for the day the Oracle will commune with the Tide Mother. Because Leviathan. Don't piss it off.
No, it's going to destroy.
It will somehow doesn't. Everything. Somehow doesn't, but Leviathan in this game is massive.
Yeah, it's bigger than the whole city, but it somehow does not destroy the city at all. But it is like the city is really cool. I was trying to look it up because I knew we were going to be talking about it this week. It's literally like a copy and paste of Venice, Italy. Because everything
you can definitely tell Altesia is definitely based on Venice.
Yeah.
Easy.
So it's really, really, again, we keep saying it, but it is a beautiful area. Yeah. You know, like, oh wow, this is really cool. When you first pull up to it on the ship, you go through all the little channels and stuff. It's like, oh, this place is awesome until you have to walk around it. But looking at it is pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, I don't remember being disappointed by a big city. Like I went back and looked at some of the pictures. Yeah, on 15, I feel like they nailed every big area they wanted to make. They were just so few and far between.
Agreed.
It's true. Yeah.
Now the next region is Niflheim. Sound familiar?
Sounds a little familiar.
Yeah, it's from Norse mythology. Duh, everybody. Come on, it's not from another Final Fantasy. Of course not.
Definitely not similar to Nibelheim.
Right. Magna Fortia train is a train through Imperial lands, a mode of transportation in a location in 15. Prince Noctis and his friends take it to Grally on the quest to topple the Niflheim Empire.
This is probably one of my favorite parts of the game, too, when you're on the train and you have to keep stopping to fight the monsters and just the whole area. It's all at night. Everything on it is at night, and you stop and help people, and then you keep going, and then you stop again, and it's a cool spot.
Nice. Then we have the Usurilo, in the area under Imperial control, is a half-desert, half-snowfield. Having been transformed after Shiva was slayed at Guvaras Rift in ME 745, Prince Noctis and his companions travel through the area to train during the quest to reach Grally. It comprises Chapter 11.
Yeah, I think you actually see somebody is like the embodiment of Shiva at this part. They transform into Shiva. Maybe somebody in the chat can help me out with it, but it is really cool. She like freezes everything. There's like a time stop thing with what's his butt. I forget his name. The villain. He like stops time, but then she comes in and freezes it.
Arden.
Arden. Oh yeah.
Yeah. How memorable he is as a villain, but
right.
Yeah. Whoever it is that transforms.
I liked him. I thought he was cool. How he just randomly popped up, and you could tell like he was up, he was just more powerful than you, and he was just 3 steps ahead.
AC Origins with Bahamut out of nowhere, because multidimensional travel, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I trailed off at the end, Purple. So yeah, I didn't get to the underwhelming part. I just got the exciting build up to him.
Yeah, he looks like your uncle who works as a magician, but is really bad at it. Every time I saw him, I'm like, I can't take this guy seriously. Look at him. He's not a villain. He's just a weirdo.
Oh, he was supposed to be the first king. His girlfriend was the very first oracle.
He was, yeah. Like his story is cool, but
alternate reality, Chris Angel.
Absolutely, yes.
Oh my god. So now we have Cartantia, which is a train station in Niflheim territory. Visited in Chapter 10 is an area that used to be rife with natural resources, but was sapped dry by the Empire's efforts to mass produce magic technology. It's magic technology in one word.
What a word.
Leaving behind a ghost town and abandoned industry sites. The player can only explore the station and stationary trains. Inside the trains, the player can use a lodging and a restaurant.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can't believe it took us till Final Fantasy 15 to get to Magicology. Magicology. Magitechnology.
Magitechnology. Yeah, magic
technology. I had to go
technology.
find it and read it. Yeah, I can't believe it took us to 15 to get there.
Right? They just at that point they just like, we don't know how to make words, so we're just putting words together and here's a new word.
I'm using our one big word here. What a fucking word. Technology. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well played. So well played.
There's magic tech. That is true. This is the first time there's magic technology is like an actual word.
All one word.
Kinda. There's a K in there, a Purple Archer. For some reason, there's a K in there.
Yes, there was Magitech in 6, but it's not magic technology. It's like the SpongeBob.
Magic technology and have the rainbow with like crap around. Yeah, okay. Now we have Fondia Castaneo, which is northwest of Cartancia, which is in the region of Sucarp in Niflheim.
I give up.
The area consists of an abandoned quarry, which has since been taken over by wildlife. Prince Noctis and his friends believe it hides a royal tomb, which again has a royal's arm for Noctis to use.
Yeah, you're still in the old dead king's weapons. That's all it is.
Yep. Then we have Gralia, which is the capital of the Empire. Niflheim is located deep in the Imperial heartland inside a crater, accessible by tunnels and presumably airships. Prince Noctis' mission is to infiltrate it and take back the crystal of Lucius. Gralia is the imperial seat of power and where the Magitech laboratory Zentaurus Keep is also located, floating above the center of the city.
I'm over the words in this.
I know. They got really, like, very, like...
Just, yeah. Blow right on through them. But this part absolutely sucks. This made me almost quit the game. Because this is where you lose your weapon, and you can only use the little dumb drain power that he gets from his ring.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now.
I wish I had this hour back of my life because that part was terrible.
And then we have the Signaris Keep, which is a Magitech laboratory and Niflheim military installation. It is a colossal flying structure that is usually docked at the center elevator of Gralia, the imperial capital. The Empire conducts a research on Magitech and demons here, and its premises seems to also be used for programming Magitech troopers. The Emperor's throne room is located in the heart of the keep and is a special chamber for holding the crystal of Lucius. Yeah.
This part it actually is cool because you get to like read little things about the research. It's kind of like I forget the game right now, but you're basically going through and you're reading the notes of the researchers who are like, oh, things didn't go good. We're infusing these people with this power and it's not going well. They're kind of freaking out. Gets dark pretty quick.
I mean, it's Final Fantasy. Of course it gets dark.
Yes. Eventually somebody's going to get tortured.
Right. So Resident Evil.
And you fight God.
And you fight gods, yes.
Fight God, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you get that Prompto story too. We have the Gorvius Rift, located within the region of Vagalupa in the Imperial territory of Niflheim. Sure. It is a treacherous icy terrain enveloped in a perpetual blizzard with a single railway track crossing the valley between Tenebrae and the Imperial capital of Gralia. Yeah.
Yep. It exists.
It exists.
That's what I can say about it.
And then we have Tenebrae, which is a location in the 15 universe and a province under Niflheim's control, the homeland of Lunafreya Nock Foret and her older brother Ravus. It maintains some level autonomously thanks to Lunafreya's status as the Oracle. Tenebrae is a lush green mountainous area abundant in castle-like structures. A blue flower called Symbolosum is common in the region. Finstalia Manor is the home of the Tenebraean royal family, located in the high mountains of Zodia Henge. The bridges several areas. Yeah.
Yep.
Luna, you know, the main thing is the home of Lunafreya, which is Noctis's fiance.
Was
Noctis's fiance. Was. Good point.
I wish we would have had more of her.
Yeah.
There is a novel. There you have a novel.
Nope.
With her Noctis specifically after the events of 15.
She's too main of a character for me to have to go that far for her backstory, for her content.
I mean, they're dead. What is the post game content? They're dead.
No, that's post game. The novel's post game.
I don't understand how that's possible. I'm gonna do some.
Pretty sure the novel's post game. Oh, okay, I'm looking this up before we go any further.
Because they're dead. They die at the end of the game. Spoiler alert. But
Dawn of the Future is a follow-up to Final Fantasy 15. Yes, it's a sequel.
All right,
They
keep
live.
reading.
Yeah.
Got it.
Everybody in chat says that too. They didn't die.
What do you mean they didn't die?
Oh, she was supposed to have DLC? That would have been better instead of a novel, in my opinion. Anyway,
isn't there a point in the game where like everyone's dead but Noctis, and you have to like teleport back if you want to do stuff?
Listen, don't take my opinion because I apparently am wrong. I thought they died.
I also thought they died.
Hold up. It says on Lunafreya upon awakening from the slumber of death.
Well,
that's the synopsis. So they did die. Boom. Not you specifically, boom. I'm saying like boom.
Well, sure. All right. Anyway, moving on. We have the first.
So they die and come back.
Would it be the first time the Final Fantasy did that?
Jesus,
let's be honest. First Magitech production facility, which is a DLC, is an Imperial compound with the Arctic outlands of Niflheim. In episode Prompto, it produces Magitech troopers for the Empire's Magitech infantry. And with that, we do have the Magitech research facility in that same DLC, or in the DLC of episode Arden, is named beyond being called Magitech research facility and loading screens. And Arden's entire description is also, but is not the same location as the first Magitech production facility from episode Prompto, as it was built later in the timeline. So there's two different Magitech research facilities. Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah, see, Mr. Evil and Box Girl both say Phoenix Downs. Duh. That's how they come back.
I mean, it literally shows them in like Final Fantasy heaven at the end. They're like floating around on clouds. They're for sure. I just Googled it. They're for sure dead.
And what's the novel? I'm so confused.
They come back to life. They come.
So now we have the Sigillian Ocean, which is a body of water in the world of Eos. It is the ocean south of the continent of Lucius in Acodio Protectorate. Exists as a series of islands within it. The sea god Bismarck is said to dwell in the depths. The ocean is ripe of fish. The ocean of boats sailing has been reduced after Niflheim began using airships as its main means of transportation.
Big whale.
And Bismarck is just a giant narwhal.
Yeah, it's a fishing. You have to get him through fishing. It sucks.
That sucks. Because Bismarck is obviously, like, he's a summon in later games, but in this game, he literally is just a giant narwhal, because he has a giant horn.
You drive around in the boat until you just run into him.
Oh.
It's not.
No, Mr. Evil, do not quote that song, because I will start singing that. We have Solheim, also known as the modern time as First Civilization, which was a legendary nation that existed thousands of years before the events of 15. The monoliths in Castlemark Tower Menace calls it the people Ancients. It fell in the War of the Astrals, fueled by the appearance of mysterious new Malady.
But yeah, Ancients, huh? Never heard that before.
Oh, never heard that before. Never. Then we have the Beyond, or the Heart of the Crystal, which is a realm between life and death. It appears in Final Fantasy 15, 15 Episode 8 Arden, 15 The Dawn of the Future, and is the domain of the Astral Bahamut. Which, The Dawn of the Future is the novel.
The damn novel.
And then we have Hiso Alien World, which is a quest in 15 and is the collaboration event with Hironobu Sakaguchi's Terror Wars mobile game for its company, Mistwalker. Active in-game after patch 1.26 is installed. It appears on the quest log in Chapter 5. The quest remains available / open for the rest of the game and can be repeated. The quest is entered from a warp pad in the Maiden Water area.
It's a cool little side quest. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's it's a collaboration with the mobile game, because 15 had a lot of collaborations. Like, a lot.
Yeah,
Why? Because
they couldn't put anything in the base game. They had to add everything to the side.
Yeah. That's fair. That's also the time of life service crap starting, so which we see now is kind of going downhill.
Ooh, fingers crossed.
I mean, have you heard of Concord?
Mm.
That was a whole ordeal, especially working in a retailer that sells it.
Well, it's done now.
He so annoyed me greatly. Yeah, that's fair. That's understandable. But yeah, that's what we have on 15. What, Trey?
I was just going to say, we just need great games to be great games. I remember them forcing multiplayer into Mass Effect because everything had to have multiplayer there in that window.
Yeah.
Because
now,
everything was coming online. And
independent to Mass Effect, their multiplayer was fun because it was just PvE with other people. It was just you and a squad of other players fighting aliens.
That's just a shooter. Do you remember the Dragon Age multiplayer?
You Inquisition?
That one was rough.
Yeah, that one.
That was
rough.
just the. I'm glad you brought up Dragon Age because that was Mass Effect was just like the easiest example I could think of. But
Dragon Age is also PvE, but it was so long and no one played it.
It was bad.
I liked the Suicide Squad game story. I liked the gameplay.
Okay,
but
the stories
never picked it back up.
Yeah, multiplayer games just aren't great lately because they don't make games that make money. Yeah, that's a fair point. They just want the profit and rather than the actual gameplay, which that's why I'm super excited for a lot of newer games now because they're not live servicey. Like the new Dragon Age game, looks amazing. It's like they took God of War and combined with mechanics from Mass Effect, and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's a good multiplayer game. Crystal Chronicles.
I was getting ready to address Mr. Evil's mid-break thing before I ran off. But you know why we don't know that Crystal Chronicles was a good multiplayer game? Because none of us know anything about any of those side games. And that's probably why we didn't do any of the locations. They would be easy episodes to bank, but I feel like it's such a niche thing that you got to talk to Ben about that one.
He can't help
But
you.
I didn't want you to think we were ignoring
Never played Crystal Chronicles. I've watched videos on Crystal Chronicles. Never played it myself.
That's more than I've done. I know nothing about it. Or
side games are very important.
Quest.
Yeah, hey, I mean, Chocobo Racing is a very important game. I agree.
Well, I'm glad that they are important, and our patrons will choose those for our topics.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you guys.
We will be very happy to do a Crystal Chronicles location episode if that's what you guys want to do. Yeah, but that's not what we're after.
I wouldn't say we're going to be happy about it. Not all of us, anyway. But
shush, Fox Girl. I'm running before it happens.
And with that being said, that's what we have for 15. Do you guys have anything else to add for the episode before we head on out?
I'm just glad we made it through.
All right. Hey, yeah, we're done with locations, everyone. We did it. We got through locations.
That's what it means. That's definitely
after
what it means.
So long. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been ignoring the chat the entire time and been holding myself back for all of you. You're welcome. Anyway, thank you again for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net. You can find us on Twitter at FFLorecast, and you can email us at fflorecast@gmail.com.